Happy holidays and happy Christmas. Here is our topics for today on Copper with Ben. So, this past week we had a lot of snow. Maybe not as much as the forecasters or meteorologists or even the news stations were talking about that we were going to get. It is only negative 14 Celsius here with partly cloudy skies. You can't tell that right now because it's dark out. You don't know, we have partly cloudy skies, mostly cloudy skies, or what. So, let's get on with the show. Now, I heard that there is a new film coming out, or is actually already out in the cinema. It's called You're a Mean One. So this Christmas film called You're a Mean One, it's basically a spin-off of The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Like, we need another Grinch film. Because we don't. We have so many, like, I can't keep track of. I just can't. I just really can't keep track of them. But, here's the thing. This one is a horror film. And I don't get why or how Christmas and horror need to go together. I can see Halloween, Halloween Eve, and horror coming together, but not Christmas. No. In my opinion, no. It shouldn't be. But what I saw from the previews is that the You're a Mean One is basically another way of talking about the Grinch. So, the Grinch hated Christmas a lot. So he went down to Whoville and cut off people's heads. He went down to Whoville and basically murdered all the Who's. That's what basically this film is showing you. And I'm like, oh my word. People are going to be talking about this, and school children are going to think, oh, it's the Grinch, let's go see it. Mommy, Daddy, I want to go see this film. The Grinch is in it. I like the Grinch. No. No. This film is, in my opinion, is not family appropriate. You should not take Little Billy, Little Johnny, or Little Sally Who too. Or Little Sally too. It just not going to work. Am I going to see it? Maybe. If if the film was going to be shown at a cinema near my house, sure, I might go see it. But I'm not going to waste my time. No. Because there are a lot of horror Christmas films out there, like Merry Christmas. If you haven't seen Merry Christmas, it's basically a Christmas film. No, duh, but it's a Christmas film. And what it is basically a family kills these people. And the CEO of the company, who's also in this family, is running this big company corporation, and he invites one of his employees over for dinner. But what really happened was that this big old CEO or manager, whatever you want to call this bloke, his sister decides to go out with one of his employees. So he kind of talks to her and figures out, oh, I kind of fancy this woman. So let's go to her house and have Christmas dinner with her and her family. So it goes over there. Not knowing what's going to happen to him next. So what happened is, he woke up in the basement. And he sees there's a lot of other people in the basement as well. And also going to find out that the guy's brother is going out with a dispatcher for a emergency call center. So I'm not going to spill the beans to let the cat out of the bag about what this whole film is about. But if you want to go see it, go see it. I'm not saying that horror Christmas films are bad. I'm not saying that Krampus is bad. I'm not saying a horror film called Mrs. Claus is bad. No, I'm not saying that. You can go see it. Why not? So, today, I am not drinking a cup of coffee or a cup of tea today. I am actually drinking Pepsi. So, speaking about Pepsi, so remember in my last episode I was talking about coconut milk and how Pepsi were coming out with Pepsi milk. Well, I tried it. Alright, I can tell you a bit ago. Worst piece of rubbish ever, in my opinion. Worst piece of rubbish. I cannot stand it. First of all, it looked like something that you would just flush down the drain. It looked like a sewer. It looked like something that's not drinkable, in my opinion. So I don't know what I did wrong. I really don't. I don't know if it was just a splash of soda and the rest was milk, or if it was just a splash of milk and the rest was soda. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I was looking at the reviews of this beverage, saying that it tastes like a sugar cookie. It tastes like a Christmas cookie. Really no. No, they're not. If you want to put milk with soda or a fizzy drink, make yourself a rubber float. Put some ice cream in there and make yourself a float. Come on. It just wasn't my fancy. It wasn't my cup of tea. Wow. Yeah, I should really think about making video podcasts again. Because that was just odd. That was just awkward. One of the breaking here, gulp in here, like what the bloody hell going on there? So, another thing is, I just broadcast my podcast on YouTube for right now. Okay? So, I'm just thinking, should I change my platform? I'm not saying I'm going to stop. No. I'm saying, I'm just thinking here. Should I go and do podcasts on YouTube, Anchor, and other platforms like that? So you, the listener, can find more ways to listen to A Cuppa with Ben. And if I get really good at this might become a weekend show. Every weekend, on the weekend, you listen to A Cuppa with Ben. No, it's not going to be as good as Talking Pints with Nigel or something like that. No. But for me to even get up to Talking Pints standards, I would have to get myself a journalism degree. I would have to go back to university and get myself a journalism degree. Then I would have to make promos, demos, audio tracks, like what I'm doing now, but adding more twin to it, adding a little music, or interviewing people and not cracking my neck through their head. Not cracking my neck though, but interviewing people. Getting better with my British accent, even though I do want this British accent to be my new accent. That is my New Year's resolution, to become more British. And so, since Christmas is tomorrow, actually, Christmas might be today if you're in the UK, because I believe it is 1:36 in the morning over there. And also Santa Claus is coming to town. Did you hear the reindeer yet? No? Okay. So, on with the show then. But here's the thing. I would love to do that all. Get better with the English, with the British accent. So it doesn't sound so much like I'm acting. It just sounds like I'm just basically talking natural. Like that's my usual accent. It's my usual voice, usual accent. It could work. It could really work, you know. But no, I might sound merch. I honestly might sound merch. I might get customized coffee mugs, coffee cups, or teacups, tea mugs, whatever you want to call them, and just sell them. So whoever wants a talking or a couple with Ben, sorry, almost said the wrong name. Almost said the wrong name. If you wanted a couple with Ben coffee mug, I could probably give you. I could sell you some. And also, I'm still working on my transporting YouTube channel. I just have not had the time to go transporting. And because of the weather being the way it is, it's not too cold actually yesterday, but not. But the thing is, Amtrak can't delay console service in certain areas, so I can't really film Amtrak. And today, in Chicago, they were having a Bears game. And I heard that today's game was the coldest game in Bears history. Isn't it time that the Bears get a new stadium? Probably one with the roof to keep the cold out, so you can watch the Bears in -11 Celsius and not be cold. You'll be warm. You'll absolutely be warm because you have a roof over your head and heat. You will not be sitting on a pile of ice or a pile of snow. Yeah, they might be moving to Arlington Heights, But if their new stadium could have a roof on it, go right ahead. Move to Arlington Heights. Because, I just think it'll be cheaper to build a new stadium than to put a roof on Soldiers Field. Because when I was there last weekend, I was looking at the structure of the building and how one part of the stadium was higher than the other part. And I was thinking to myself, well, if they put a roof on this, that's going to be one uneven roof. Or they would have to go to the other side of the stadium, put a few blocks of bricks down to kind of lift up that side, and then to make sure it's level and even, then they could possibly put a roof on there. But here's the thing, the Bears Stadium is not owned by the Chicago Bears, it's owned by the Park District of Chicago. So, in reality, no matter what the Bears do to that stadium, it's not theirs. It's not theirs. But if the Bears do move, I just wonder what's going to happen to the stadium. Is it going to become the Fire Stadium and the Chicago Fire football team is playing there? Is playing on the matches there? And they just give that stadium to the Chicago Fire Football Classic? Who knows? Only time will tell. But it is nice that they are thinking about that. And also, a professional football is coming to Milwaukee. And I think that'd be a good idea too. Are they going to become a football classic like the Chicago Fire? Who knows? That'd be kind of cool too, because then they could verse Chicago Fire, they could probably, maybe, verse Manchester City, or Manchester United, or even Wales, or England. Can you imagine Milwaukee in the World Cup? Probably won't, but you never know. And also, well, I kind of got carried away with talking about sports, and that was not supposed to happen, really. So, are you done with your Christmas shopping, even though it's Christmas Eve, late at night, and you're probably getting ready to go to midnight mass, or are you going to watch mass on the telly, or let's do it on the radio? Who knows? It's all up to you. But still, luckily I got all my Christmas shopping done and wrapped and ready to go. So, thanks for listening to a Cuppa with Ben podcast. And also have a lovely day. I do hope that someday I could probably be on GBN doing this show on TV, radio, and online. But only time will tell. Only time will tell what these ideas I have are going to be. Like with this whole British idea and this whole making the couple with Ben idea. I'm not sure if I'm going to make a Facebook or Twitter for it either. I'm trying to kind of lay low with this whole idea. But you never know. Only time will tell. So thank you for listening. Have a good day. have a nice holiday, a nice Christmas. Enjoy the time with family, friends, and in my opinion, the whole meaning of Christmas, or this holiday, in my opinion, it's not about the presents. It's not about how much money you can spend. It's about taking time to be with loved ones. Also, celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. Giving to charity. Helping the less fortunate. Volunteering your time at a food pantry. Or ringing the bell for the Salvation Army. Or even helping out the Salvation Army. Donating to a food pantry. Or either donating some money, donating some food, helping the less fortunate, being thankful for the freedoms you have. Not just here in America, but also in the UK. And I don't maybe Canada. But just feel thankful for what you have. Yes, you might want the nicest car, or the nicest phone, or the nicest TV, or house, or whatever. But just be happy with what you got. Can you be a better person than you are? Probably could. Just don't, just go into 2023, positive, strong, and focus on the positives, not on the negatives. You can do whatever your mind puts. You can do whatever you put your mind to. So, have a lovely day. Enjoy your holiday. And hopefully you do not have a lot of snow. If you have snow, I can't wait for winter to be over and summer can be good. Because honestly, I don't like snow. If it wasn't for the hurricanes and earthquakes and typhoons and crocodiles and alligators, I would love to live in Florida, but I do not. So, thank you for listening to today's program. Have a lovely day. See you next week for another podcast. I might make this every weekend thing, every Saturday, or something like that, every Saturday, having a new episode of the podcast. You can listen to the podcast any day, even though I do label them as the 25th of December or whatever. Just because it says that, you can listen to it whenever you are available to listen to it. Listen to it. So thank you for listening and have a lovely day. Goodbye.